So with any adventure, there's ups and downs, and when you focus on the downs, your trip's not as good. When you focus on the ups, it's amazing. And last night was definitely one of those highlights that I'll look forward to for the rest of my life. And I went out spearfishing with our host dad Camillus and Ashton, and we hopped on sailboats right at sunset and sailed off into the sunset, and it was amazing. As the light was fading, I could see less and less, and the stars started coming out, and we sailed to the little island Marmar, and he never turned on a flashlight. We just kept sailing as it got darker and darker, and the stars got brighter and brighter, and it was just amazing to see how he could navigate in the middle of the lagoon without anything but stars. We got to the tip of our island where nobody lives, and we landed on a sandy beach, and it felt like we were in the middle of nowhere, a little deserted island. And Camillus just quietly says, "Get ready." So we put on our gear and finishes his cigarette, and then we jump in the water and we swim. It's like 2.5, 3 hours. We just snorkel with our spear guns and with our flashlights, and we saw so many different types of lagoon. We saw sandy bottoms and reefs and patch reefs and big reefs, and it was amazing. Started out and I got a little fish right away, and it was so much fun. But then Camillus and Ashton right away got 2 big fish. And that's pretty much how the night went. I didn't catch very much, but it was just cool to go out and see everything. And coming out of the darkness with a little flashlight, all you could see is your little spotlight, and that you just catch out of the corner of your eye a little movement at the bottom of the water, and just swim down towards it, and that's the fish you're going for. I'm not so good, but Camillus and Ashton are pros. But another highlight was the different organisms that we saw. Saw a big eel. It was beautiful, nicely tucked into the coral rocks. And then later we're swimming along, and we saw a big turtle just resting its head in the coral, sleeping. I pointed out it was pretty amazing. Parrotfish and grouper, and it was cool. And corner on a small patch reef in really shallow water, and all of a sudden I saw this white tip reef shark right underneath me. It swam directly underneath me, and then it circled like 3 or 4 times, and I don't think Camillus or Ashton noticed the entire time that shark was there. Camillus told us to shut our lights, so we just sat in the middle of the ocean, bobbing along, and I couldn't figure out what was happening. All of a sudden, Camillus turned his light on and swam directly down. And in his little spotlight, I saw a turtle, and that's what he was going for. Turtle they eat here, and it's very cultural food for them, and just swam up with it, and then it was time to go. Jumped back in the sailboats and sailed off into the darkness. And that's probably my favorite part, was just sailing in the darkness. You just see the sail, the outline of the sail, and above it and around it is all the stars. And here the stars are just beautiful.